Hi everyone, welcome back. If you're tired of trying to incorporate advanced lexes in your speech, this is the video for you. In this lesson, we will discuss the difference between three advanced words: advocate, promote, and foster, and most importantly, explore ways in which you can use them correctly and effectively. Actually, whether or not you can use a new word freely in many contexts boils down to one little thing: collocations. If you just know a word and its meaning, chances are that when you start speaking or writing, you will either use the word incorrectly or end up using a more familiar alternatives simply because you have no idea what words the item in question collocates with. So the purpose of this video is to provide you with many popular collocations that go with each of the words I just mentioned. But we'll achieve it by creating flowers. Seems rather logical? Let's find out.
Everything's in English.
All you need to know.
All right. How did you learn to speak English?
Our first word on the list is the verb to advocate. When you advocate for something, you publicly, this is an important point, publicly support or suggest an idea or a way of doing something. For instance, the sentence "she advocates for taking a more long-term view" means that she suggests that we look at the matter from a long-term perspective. It can be followed by a noun or a verb ing. Now, what can we advocate for? We can advocate for the use of something. For instance, Armstrong advocated for the use of renewable energy. He publicly supported the use of renewable energy. We can also advocate for the adoption of something. It can be the adoption of a new law or maybe the adoption of values. She advocated for the adoption of humanistic values, where humans rely on themselves for solving problems. Just as we advocate for the adoption of something, we might also advocate for the abolition of something, which means exactly the opposite. While the verb to adopt means to formally use or follow
and adopt a more socially acceptable image.
To abolish is to formally put an end to a system, practice, or law.
You know, when President Lincoln abolished slavery,
we can advocate for the abolition of a law or a certain practice. We can say, she advocates for the abolition of the IMF. This would mean that she's against the IMF and wants the government to abolish it. We can also advocate for reforms. For example, he advocates for reforms to the United Nations and international governance. On top of this, we might advocate for the idea of something. Some philosophers advocated for the idea of one state with equal rights for people. We can also advocate for the idea of building a global community, or advocate for the idea of remarriage. Finally, since time immemorial, people have always advocated for independence. For instance, there are many organizations that advocate for the independence of nations. Moving on, the second verb is to promote. One of its meanings is to advertise something in order to sell it.
Fun ceremony to promote our local zoo.
So the first flower petal will contain anything that can be advertised. For instance, we can promote goods, products, services, such as new cars, laptops, software, and language courses. I will take this opportunity to promote our course that is about to start in a few days. If you like this format of lectures, you will find many similar ones in the synonym modules where we will explore not only the difference in meaning between advanced lexes items, but we'll also delve deep into collocations you can form with them, just as we are doing right now. We will also cover idiomatic expressions, advanced grammar, and writing strategies. So sign up if you want to hone your English skills starting from today. The link with the promo code is waiting for you in the description. We can also sell our own skills. The verb to promote can also mean to advance someone to a more important rank or position.
They're gonna promote me to editor.
This is why we can also promote an employee. For instance, she was promoted to division manager 2 months ago. Third meaning of the same verb is a bit more advanced. To promote can also mean to encourage or support something, or to help something become successful.
great way to promote parental involvement.
What can we promote in this case? It is possible to promote awareness, like public awareness, for example. I can say this initiative also promoted public awareness of looted cultural works. We can also promote growth or development of some field or area. For instance, Singapore invested heavily to promote economic growth. Family traditions promote positive emotional development in children. Many people these days promote peace, understanding, and cooperation. Let me give you some examples. It goes without saying that teachers are essential players in promoting quality education. They should also cooperate to promote cultural understanding in the classroom. He promotes peace and love in his music. We can promote peace and international understanding, equality, cooperation between countries, and even tourism. For example, we were amazed at how much was done to promote tourism in this country. Finally, one more meaning of the verb to promote is to improve. This is why the word I will put on the last petal is health. We can promote health, which means to improve our physical condition. For example, our company promotes overall health and longer living. Regular exercise is key to promoting health. Small taxes on soft drinks and snack foods help the government to promote public health. You can also often see this expression in the mission or vision statements of many companies. For instance, they can write something like, "Our mission is to promote health, justice, and sustainability." On the Sustainable Development Goals website, you can see that ensuring healthy lives and promoting well-being at all ages is essential to sustainable development. So, we can also promote well-being. Last but not least comes the final verb, which is to foster. Its primary meaning is to take care of a child, usually for a limited time when you are not the child's legal parent or guardian. This is why the noun children will be the first one on my list. However, this word can also mean to encourage the development or growth of ideas. What can we foster then? As I just mentioned, we can foster the growth or the development of something. For instance, the IMF, which we advocated for abolishing in the first part of the video, works to foster global growth and economic stability. We can foster creativity. This is especially relevant for classrooms where teachers should foster creativity among kids. How can we do it? There are many games that foster creativity and boost cognitive functions. We can also admit that play is considered essential for learning, particularly in fostering creativity. There are many experimental schools that foster creativity and independence above all. People these days also foster innovation. We can foster innovation among kids, or we can also foster creativity and innovation in the workplace. Go to YouTube now and try to find videos that talk about fostering innovation. What do you think about it? I can say the best workplace naturally engages employees and stimulates interaction among team members, thus fostering innovation. Or encouraging creativity and autonomy helps foster the innovation your company needs to thrive. We can foster unity or national unity. For instance, fostering national unity is a must. Or his job was to foster unity among all Caribbean nations. Fostering cooperation and collaboration are other typical collocations. Her main academic interest is in fostering cooperation between biological and social scientists. Businesses also didn't foster collaboration internally. Finally, we can say to foster dialogue. Fostering dialogue is essential if you want to come to resolution in an effective way. When people are stressed or too emotional, they certainly do not create an atmosphere that fosters healthy dialogue. In teaching, it's crucial to foster dialogue with your students, both inside and outside the classroom. We can also foster national dialogue or foster dialogue about the environment, public health, or business implications. Well, that was it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as it was a bit more academic than usual. However, this approach is key to speaking fluently on any topic and integrating advanced lexes in your active vocabulary. Now, it's time for you to practice. Think about sample sentences with the new collocations that you can make and write them in the comments section. Consider answering these questions. How can we foster creativity and innovation these days? What ideas do you advocate for? How do you promote health? The more sentences you can come up with, the better. Keep practicing. I'll see you all very soon. Have a great day. Bye bye.